funny you say that because Florida State's only quarterback product that has a Super Bowl ring is Brad Johnson, who yeah,
Really?
exactly. Yeah. And he was the fucking quarterback of that 2002 Tampa Bay team, which just had like God's defense. And he
Yeah.
basically could have been me out there hiking the ball, and they would have still probably won the Super Bowl that year.
I mean, to be fair, we had Mike Allstott. We had the greatest fullback. Like, if you want to know, I've been working on a John Gruden voice impression for my comedy, but like, if you want to know what a Mike Allstott was like, imagine giving a rhinoceros a football and then just smacking it on the ass. That
Dude,
like
I
he
love
would run
watching
ready.
All-Star highlights, bro. It is one of the greatest things in the world. Like just to sit there and watch this dude just kill people, literally. Like
Yes.
I can't think of anybody that's in like Mike Allstott's like fucking league, bro. Like somebody was like, "Oh, Larry Zonka," and I'm like, "Yeah, but dude, he wouldn't survive the NFL today."
Larry Zonka looks like the cable guy. He played in the early 70s. Okay, like
Right.
this isn't.
Yeah,
You want to talk about
exactly.
people who wouldn't survive in today's league? I'm sorry, Larry, but
No, dude, that whole Tampa Bay team, like I'm not even a Buccaneers fan, but like you guys had fucking Tiki Barber, you had Derek Brooks, Florida State product, you guys had Warren Sapp on that team,
John Lynch.
Oh yeah, exactly. Was Joe Jaravicious, was he on the team that year too for you guys?
Wait, which one?
Who am I thinking of? 2002. Could be misremembering. There was another
Rondé, John Lynch, Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp.
There was another one you guys had on the inside line too that was really, really good.
I know. I'm thinking of, let me pull it up real quick on my phone because I was just looking this up the other day, actually. 2002 Tampa Bay.
Well, that Super Bowl was the #1 defense versus the #1 offense that year. And I remember, if you remember the Super Bowl, they stopped in the middle of it to give like Tim Brown some flowers for like the number of receptions he had was like a career or like an NFL record.
But
he was pretty much kind of a non-factor in that whole Super Bowl.
Yeah. There was the context of that Super Bowl was weird because not only did you have John Gruden, who coached the Raiders the year prior, so a lot of people wonder how that game would have played if it wasn't him. And then Oakland's starting center had like this crazy story about how he went out like the night before to like a strip club and like missed the game, and people forgot about that. So like one of their key
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's an insane story. He was like a really, if I remember it right, he was like this might have been an all-pro. He might have been to the Pro Bowl, but he was like hands down one of the best linemen in the league. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, he like got drunk or something, or he went out in town the night before the game, and nobody could find him throughout the game. And like the commentators just had to pretend that he just wasn't a part of the team, or like they just had to act like an elephant in the room that, like they're starting, like their best offensive lineman's just like nowhere to be found.
Dude, that's wild. I didn't know that at all. Well, dude, to have that at the center position too, like that affects everything.
Yeah, against. So here's the defensive starters. So Greg Spires and Anthony McFarland. Those were the other two, and then Simeon Rice. That might have been
Simeon Rice. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
We had Alsherman Singleton, Shelton Quarles. He was the other guy, I think. Brian, and then the cornerbacks were Brian Kelly, Rondé Barber, and then the safeties you had John Lynch and then Dexter Jackson.
Dexter Jackson, yeah. I was thinking of the on the offensive side when I said Joe Jaravicious, but I could have been wrong. I'm probably wrong.
No, I don't. The offensive line, I don't remember too much, but then you have Keyshawn Johnson, Mike Allstott, and then we had Michael Pittman, who was okay, but it was like, I mean, Warrick Dunn should have been a part of that team, though. I mean,
I know. Speaking of FSU, one of my favorite players, absolutely. I am of the not to make this into an FSU podcast, but one of my favorite players in college ball. FSU has some great running backs, in my opinion. Before him, like Amp Lee, even older, and then Dalvin Cook, in my opinion, excellent running back too. In college, can't stay healthy though. NFL.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I usually try to clip farm this, but there's going to be a lot of great sports edits. Like, I don't know if you're a big fan of like watching the hardcore, like the masculine edits on like Instagram, and so there's going to be a lot of great edits I'm going to be able to make on from this segment.
Good. I'm glad.
Is that